All right, Europe versus USA memes. I have a feeling this is going to be rough for Americans like me. This is from Memesso. Be linked down below. Let's go.
Lego in Europe. Lego in US.
Oh my
Europeans when they get cured from a chronic disease. Americans when they get cured from a normal cold and looks at Bill. How European.
All right, there you go. I had a feeling guns and healthcare are going to be most of these, right?
See healthcare in
You guys are going to
USA.
take that and run with it as far as you can.
Congratulations, you are being rescued. Please pay us $3,000. Europeans measuring with powers of 10. Meanwhile in America, that was I'd say a good like 3 squirrel lengths. Europeans watching America. Da fook they doin over there. Americans watching America. The fook we doin over here. Europeans discussing politics. Europeans discussing football.
Oh,
Europeans discussing which cheese is the best. Call the ambulance. But not for free. Brits. Left side. Americans. Right side. GTA players. Road is road. Canadians. I believe this is the road. European houses. Resist the biggest storms built out of concrete and stone built for eternity.
yes, that has been one of the coolest things to learn about various places in Europe. The fact that I've heard people say like, "Oh, I live in a house that's 300-400 years old." Yeah, it's pretty awesome. That's not the case here. People in the United States are fascinated when someone has a house that's like 60, 80 years old. That's like on the rare side. 100 years old, oh my God, it's like a relic. And usually it's taken some renovation and half rebuilt at basically to get to that point. So yeah.
American houses. Help there's some wind.
Yeah.
Brits making fun of Americans for using feet. Also Brits when they use stones for weight.
Yeah,
America
stone.
when
Oh
it's
my
making
God.
new military technology. America when it is asked to make healthcare free or at least
Yeah.
affordable.
That's the funny part about the US is like the US is so advanced in some ways, right? Like we, arguably you could say, even though I'm not a believer that America is the best country on earth, never been a believer of that. But I do think in certain things you could pick apart, we're towards the top when it comes to certain things like military technology, just certain tech in general. We have the ability to be pretty awesome at stuff. But when it comes to stuff that actually, like, I don't know, everyone can kind of benefit from, seems to be quite confusing for the ones at the top here. Don't know.
Religion argument. Europe. America.
Oh my God, is that even real? I'm American. I've never seen that. I don't know if that's real. I've never heard of that in my life. That's got to be Photoshop.
Europe, Americans. An apple a day keeps the doctor away.
That's the saying.
The apple. Europeans going to America and seeing there are 100 degrees be like. We're all gonna die.
At first I was going to be like, yeah, it gets 100 here quite often. It's very hot in America. But then I was like, wait, this is not even what they mean. They mean 100 degrees Celsius. Oh, in which case, yes, we would be dead. Because isn't like 40 degrees Celsius really hot? 50 degrees like unbearable? Yeah. Luckily it doesn't get 100 C here.
Italians when they see American put pineapple in pizza. Me not American.
It's not too common. A lot of people hate that here. I tend to actually like it. Hawaiian pizza is what it is. And I like it a lot. But I don't have it a lot. It's just not very common still.
So how does your school system work? American friend. That's neat part it doesn't.
Yeah, right.
Secret of
No.
happiness is teeth. British people. Europeans. Let's measure everything in meters or fractions of meters like decimeters, centimeters,
Right.
millimeters and so forth. Americans.
That's feet.
Americans.
Oh my God, that's funny. Yeah, I always say, remember, we do use a lot of metric here, more than I think people that haven't been here don't realize. Metric is definitely here in everyday life. But of course, it's bizarre that we use metric and imperial, so it's kind of bizarre having to deal with both. I do like feet and inches and miles. I don't know. Call me crazy. I like it.
In the UK be like.
He got it on the wrong side.
I just lost 100 pounds. Americans. British people. I'll call it football. Because it's played with your feet right. Because it's played with your feet right. What's a... Where did all my money go? Oh, you got paid, the state will have 50% of that. Oh, you got sick, that'll be $50,000.
Yeah, I suppose it evens out. Your taxes are way more. That's what I've heard. But something happens. If you got to be lucky here, you can have a lot of money. But you will get nickel and dimed if certain things happen. So I suppose it all evens out.
Europeans when they realize they play football instead of metaball.
There we go. Oh my God. See, this is always funny to me. Yeah. When someone's never been here and they don't, let's say they're not a geography, not like they don't study map. This is about right, I guess. Everyone, even if they don't study the USA, they probably have heard of Texas, Florida, and California. Maybe Washington, but not the capital. They might get confused, like Washington, D.C. is over here, and Washington, the state, is way up here in the Pacific Northwest. Ohio, I guess, is somewhat famous for the Midwest, I guess, because of, a lot of history and some other things. So New York City being famous, while the state of New York, like, no one even knows about. Yeah, this is kind of accurate. That's pretty funny. There's a lot more to it than that. But. And on the flip side, yeah, I guess this is about right. Pizza, oh my God. They're like, I don't really know much. I just know pizza comes from there. Italian food, spaghetti. There you go, right? Yeah, this is kind of accurate, I suppose. If I showed this to random Americans on the street, they might think this is exactly how it is. There's nothing wrong here.
Maths is so easy. Europeans. Maths is very hard. Americans. Seattle schools teaching kids how math is racist.
Sadly, that is like how nowadays is. I swear we live in a movie at this point. I can't even believe like what garbage is on the TV anymore, on the news.
How most of America really is. Rest of
True.
the world.
You know what? True. If people, again, have used movies to measure America, that's utterly wrong. Hollywood is a horrible portrayal of real life here. Everything makes it look like it's one big city. You're either in Los Angeles or you're in New York, and that's about it, right? There are big megalopolises here, big cities, but in between, there is unbelievable amounts of open land and beautiful nature, huge farms and rolling hills, and you name it. It is very desolate here still. So as populated as the U.S. is, you got to remember it's so big that it sometimes feels like you're alone. It's weird. That's right.
What is this place?
That's real America. I think the obesity stuff is BS. Most people are in good shape here. Most people take their health seriously. I think you kind of should put that together. If we have a really expensive healthcare, I think most people want to take care of their bodies. We have amazing geography for outdoor fitness and stuff. And Walmart, believe it or not, I don't shop there, by the way. It's not one of my favorite stores at all. But they do sell a lot of stuff. It's not a gun store. They sell normal things that you would find anywhere else. And you'd be surprised how hard it is to find basically guns anywhere. It's not like what you think it is.
You have seen 1 billion. America bad memes and unlock Diamond America.
Well, there you go. There was some USA versus Europe memes. Pretty funny, pretty goofy, whatever. More of a lighthearted video. Hopefully you got a laugh out of that. I did skip around quite a bit, so if you want to watch that whole thing again, remember it will be linked down below. Make sure to throw a like on there if you enjoyed it, and of course subscribe to be part of this amazing community. These are always pretty fun, good for a chuckle, right? And a little predictable too. My take on it is, you know what? Everywhere is different. I think that's what makes the world go round. I appreciate differences. That's why I like learning about so many other places around the world. And I also realize that the United States can be quite bizarre or different to other people, and that's okay. I don't think that's a bad thing. But who knows? That's just my 2 cents. My name is Ian. You're watching IWrocker. Until next time, y'all. Catch you later.